So abusuya mobekaya eye NSS ghost name scandal abusuya yede ehon nsem bebre ebre mo ache eye maami aye friend Gifty Oware wo hwe eye ghost names e course so NSS ono ankasa create ebidi ebishema oluti da sika ni nyina sa ene case no ewo court no ehwe na maame no yede ne nsem no abawie ene yeda sorry ya NSS ghost name scandal abusuya asanso apeja biewa abusuya ohye another fresh charges yede abo maame a friend Gifty Oware maame ne de after legal vacation no abusuya bibia kire se maame no kiane ke chema wontumi no owo seta omudi nachi a omoba ankasa na abusuya monhwe ade bi NSS ghost names maame no ya after say Ekufuado anase Ekufuado appointing no abusuya maame no obi a ya appoint wa aban etua ne ka no aban etua ne ka o ono ankasa san so register ne ho ne din ehye NSS fo ni mu ana bosome bia ye san so tua ne ka abusuya after say aban de ne monthly salary be ma no ono ankasa de ne din ehye eye NSS names ni ma every month biano ni sika eba ene JB aba be drop full charges Auditor General's report wasan so eliki aba bonten against Gifty Oware abusuya evidence ekura document wo share document eye JB broso chese akesefo ense tumi aka abusuya maame no oni anu ye bia efa ho judges no monsa so sa evidence no oye den kianeke abusuya yense mombre mom yenko na yenkonkoti ensem course no ye ba ye de aka ato am so unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell ne so se ne be ya any updates be be drop no wonsa ebetumi akabi na ansa ne be ko Ghana ha se open computer papa and a laptop papa na we use ya Bora Perosi computers and accessories ho na obenya laptop papa na we use the location enye irakwan Kumasi Buokrom Estate Eli peke number na egu e screen asena are ba kwa ede wo mne sese ukra low budget no obema high quality laptop na we use ba bibi wo ho a okona usika wo form a oyam hyehyew bet Perosi de usika kra wo form no afei na obema laptop papa na wasanso ayeden use yembonu ayensem ye ba ye de aka ebeto amaso
No National Service Authority. Etimia dane crime scene. Am yetimia bo. Ye say ye wo pepa. Ye mabuna ye wo pepa. Ya ko school awie. Ni ye say ba be sumo man no. Ti bu ma ye bibi kitwe bi ti se ntete anum ne ye fa enhwehwe ye hafa. No mo timia bo ye krono. Na me no ka say na Attorney General te ho no mo no aka ne nsa. Why said waka ne na to so. How do you tell me that? Why say? And our system no. I can't not so. And what is the session them reform? And what say, hey, international service in for more than 1 year, almost 2 years. Near to be taking any action against the National Service Authority. That it means that our attorney system is becoming very weak. Our justice system is becoming very weak in our country. Except otherwise, sir, the Attorney General and the forensic audit report, and I saw on J Auditor General and Tum, and I saw the name J when never be real. I don't know starting some mouse revelations way. Now come back to the sister, bra, yemrefi. And I'm happy, sir. Godwin will sit down and tell me, say, no, JB, this is what everybody is saying. You can't see the same thing, that we are going to get the same result. Let's think outside the box. Something that nobody is talking about it. And how many of Ghanaians, how many of our journalists, and the name said, Auditor General are publishing the forensic report of the National Service Authority, our websites. Then he comes up with this. I said, JB, you can't was it. You have a responsibility at all. So if the small institution or a small institution like the National Service Authority, SA, within a year, Mustafa Yusuf, Gifty Oware, anyone who waka, irregularities, different levels of irregularities where then it tells me something said that we are not safe as a country. Now, it is what it is. The forensic and technical audits of the National Service Authority reviewed 8 major categories of financial irregularities, amounted to 2,448,202,404 Ghana cedis. 2 billion cedis. Do we have any idea of how much 2 billion Ghana cedis can do in our country? Do you have any idea? Now you say, payment without biometric verification. You say, Ghana spending over 989 million Ghana cedis. Not just say, to be a side way now. Then we are happy with it. You go to the next page. Now, now look at Enyema. Any conformer benefiting from the system. Our Auditor General are spelling it out. Emma Ghana for you now who they wear. It's a who. I of course will have them say, I didn't see, yes, I can make ya, I didn't know. But I didn't see. Now, one of the issues, a payment to the national service personnel without biometric and or monthly validation. Eko kwasi 988,577,447 Ghana cedis. What you switch in Guam? As on a Ghana pay, yeah, you switch in Guam. You switch in Guam a card. You switch in a card that a young model and acquire a fast ready to the national service personnel of worker. One of the system. Any model a fast ready to national service personnel of worker. And a Ghana pay so another model. And a system a fast ready to national service personnel of worker. It is say acquire a fast ready to worker. Yet to me verify. Yeah, biometric verification. But so many Sasikano. Even though yet me a but yet Jessica don't yet chama bosom and na cabetre and na say ye yan trefo. Jessica over 900 million Ghana cedis. Ayira ase. Ni ewie irregular deduction not accounted for. It is the National Service Authority for it me deducting ye sikal satam na just about 559 Ghana cedis per. Omo to be to take 559 Ghana cedis that take it. Emma Sikano could do about 28 million. I want your usage account to move. Wait, what will usage card they be? Usage card and a usage machine. What will be that they be? Usage machine that one card and that's one. And yet to be verified, I am monthly validation. Name wom yet me Jessica no ama abosom ene kabetre ene ye nananom a ye se ye nim wondi but sika ne de ahye yate na kanyo magana eye Ghana pe zera kanyo magana na kasade we na kakwate de we. Now number 3 the C, irregular payment to former Director General, Mr. Osei Esibe Enchi, and Mr. Esibe Enchi Osei. 8 million. This is what has been captured by the Auditor General, and this is not just an audit report, but a forensic audit report. It was no one you see it Jessica. 8,256,000 Ghana cedis. And the more says be say what fire day. Or the national service nibi. That is what they are trying to tell us. Say Ross has to be national service limit. In his capacity as the former director general, yes, so yeah, national service limit. Yeah, Jessica 8.256 million Ghana cedis. Now, yeah, within 4 years, and yeah, 559 Ghana cedis. God will patch yes, I did with me. 559 Ghana cedis. As at that time, and at the end of 700 Ghana cedis across. Because that time maybe a double transition from the 559 to 700 Ghana cedis. Granted, said there's 700 Ghana cedis. That's the 4 years I was buying more. Multiply 700 Ghana cedis by 12. Saying. Now let us all do our calculation. One for 700 cedis times 12. 8,400 Ghana cedis. Now we multiply by 4 years. Say. Fatuso no be hubi. Fatuso na Ghana for in the also for a calculator. For phone, now you calculator na yeah calculation way. 700 Ghana cedis times 4, 8,400. Multiply by 4 years. Say 33,600. So how come SSB was paid 8,256,000 Ghana cedis? How come? Somebody should explain to me. How come? This is according to the forensic report of the Auditor General. So how come? Obi chama so obi kasa bi chama me. Obi ma me ntide ma bi ase. Because when me ntase ye. Now, say even if say ni etua de ka also as national service personnel and ye etua de ka 700 Ghana cedis impo within 4 years, enroll every 500,000 Ghana cedis. So how come he was paid an irregular amount? Now, so this is the calculation. 700 Ghana cedis. Or multiply by 12 for 1 year. Now we are multiply by 4 years. That is times 4. This is how much you get. Hey, Jesus Christ. This is a forensic report. Yeah, they have been for almost 1 year. And yeah, 2025 audit report. Forensic audit report. Now me no can say, na Attorney General Honorable say, but this time or say on prosecutor or say SB, na yenye MPP phobia, some previous or more jimu ha, no more ko jira honorable, ya cho SB nti, choboy, yay. It does not make sense because they are top Sabia one Ghana city, Koko na ye dede. Meanwhile, yet the attempt sika you say forensic report they say over 8 million Ghana cedis the attempt kwabrano say kwabrano only so no as they did to me and the years so they are no one accept. Then the person you drink kwa kwina quarter ubenya MPP fo bi am say omo de ade no achia nti yemfa sa de no fa ye koye de wo ho no because ya change former director general of the National Service Authority. Wait Udi echira na wa mambra na anya na djuma na Attorney General also want fast track sa nyama we ya you are failing the good people of Ghana. So why nya ntem am a God of what nya tentrene no wa be ka brofo anche say the wheel of justice grandis slowly say whatever you call it na wa nya ntem am kan tell me say me say no ye nya ntem. You are giving room for different levels of impunity in our system. Because a sensitive area like the National Service Authority, you will pass a yes, I do. Now, they are born on mine. Not a chrono dream, the catastrophe, say, of course, not now, dear Attorney General. Then I ask myself, say, what are you doing? And some of these national service personnel, just 500 Ghana cedis, 800 Ghana cedis, here, and it's so shocking. Godwin, Paul, here, call page 8, Mommy, or call page 7. Now, call other irregularities, other financial irregularities, page 7. Title: Payment of NSS fund to internal staff. Tio, nipa no oye internal staff or ye National Service Authority dada. Ena National Service Authority for asaso echie sika e de amasa nipa kore say onyi no ni ne keke saa keke. Thank you very much. Now, was the gross irregularity totaled 2.5 billion Ghana cedis? The figure may change with the provision of sufficient and appropriate supporting evidences from respondents. The magnitude of these irregularities highlights systematic weaknesses in payroll control, database integrity, and vendor management, and underscores the urgent need for strengthened oversight and compliance mechanism within the National Service Authority. Now, you call the other financial irregularities. Number one, payment to NSS fund to internal staff. It is the National Service Authority. Yes, say your terms as cannot be a brane. Oh, yeah, Juma, National Service Authority. One of say, Sanqua brand, no qualified one, and also tried here. Only Mr. Jacob Jansen and Mr. Gezi Abraham Bismarck. Sikaya de ma won okani na boma eye 20,234,468 Ghana cedis. 20 million choppable Ghana cedis. Eye all cedis o. Now, Mr. Jacob Jansen, a former IT officer in the Northern Region, Onokwa receiving over 80 million Ghana cedis through his entity, Yansapo Company Limited, as a vendor. Was Mr. Gezi Abraham, our Bismarck, also your head of deployment, as also with vendor Gona Power, also receiving over 1.4 million Ghana cedis via the Usage account. This is the details and the forensic report from the Auditor General. Now, number two, all supported payment to the National Service Personnel Association. And also over 9 million, that is 9,276,553 Ghana cedis. Significant payments were made to the National Service Personnel Association during the period without formal agreement or memoranda of understanding between the National Service Scheme and the National Service Personnel Association, defining terms, purpose, scope, and conditions under which funds were transferred. There is no evidence of accountability or retirement of the funds by the NASPA leadership to justify how monies were applied. It is canon. And those times, it's in the National Service Personnel Association. Leader, and then for the car, over 9 million Ghana cedis. You trade their more big company, you who may be carrying them. Number three, enrollment and payment to National Service personnel with ineligibility or invalid ages. Just if you be more, yes, I be any. And also, you have 1.9 million Ghana cedis. Now, look at the details. Now, watch this. Personnel below the ages of 18 years were enrolled and paid allowances. Personnel above 60 years, some aged up to 1,027 years. Doctor, yes, I was out there with you. Nipa wadi 1,027 years. Except otherwise. See, I can't say the atomo because this is a forensic report from the from the Auditor General report. And then inciting and indicting the National Service Authority. It's a more superior response to be a Mofamra. Ghana South report was so. And yes, Bia, Okoye Yadia publish you. Yeah, the whole response in Nadia, but I'll give you details of those responses later. From Monday call. Yes, Kwabnani, when if year 1,027 years, what you acquire national service, our Ghana had me and share the car. Yes, so be only 18 years, what you acquire national service, our Ghana have, and yet share the car. Obi a pension, pay our loss, 60 years and above, what you national service will come have, and yet share the car. Then you ask yourself one simple question. Yes, you Jimmy and I answer. Number 4, go to your Deputy Executive Director on the NSP payroll, Miss Gifty Oware. Miss Oware Abuaji Gifty Efia. The Deputy Executive Director of the NSA, the National Service Authority, was enrolled on the 16th of March 2021 and placed on the NSS payroll as personnel. Jesus Christ. The Deputy Director General, Addo in charge of operations. Yabame Gifty Oware Abuaji. Yes, say, Obayana Yadine to as Deputy Director, no, Yadika National Service payroll. I say from the 16th of March 2021, and they didn't to payroll so as a national service personnel, despite already being a full-time salaried worker, a public officer. And before I say, I buy the money scar and the cabo somia. No national service is so the car as national service personnel. And yet, damn. Where it is so we not the say Ghana for Musario, Ghana for Musario. I'm not a winning day. Or my game, I work from near to me. I'm rentistic and never the amount say, Mukwe the former Sally Pakroya. Then he tells you, say, no, we are not thinking outside the box. Yeah? Sassika, where you can answer me. Oh, that's it. Sometimes no less than 559. Yankoso. The enrollment was based on masters of was based on a master of public administration, that is MPA degree from the Kwame University of Science and Technology. She was placed on the salary on the payroll, and 100% of her monthly allowances for 12 months in the year 2021-2022 service period amounted to 6,708 Ghana cedis. Now, the breakdown is that sometimes no more 559 Ghana cedis times 12 and was deducted and paid to a vendor through marketplace for a purported credit facility. It was the same way when you now saw the Kwakwa Jimbo said the flow be one of the Kwakwa on running business. Na Ghana for semi predecessor. Me ma me titi the boy me university. Semi kokosia de na me na me boa Ghana. Na me koya e ho no mo so ya ba be ye pepa e de 1 year de beto no mo de aboa ba Ghana no. Na kwabra ne ti ho no wo se oboye kro no. She was enrolled as a service personnel along with 4,556 others. If you are not about for say a year or no crack if you want to see horrible, yet the amount for 4,556 others and the kind of whole Abusu be a near 559 Ghana cedis. But sorry. Now, what the other crowd here? They're a very romantic position. Irregular costing was 899 Ghana cedis. That is 899,550 Ghana cedis. Now, Mustafa Yusuf, the former sports minister, our free NSA happened, of course, sports ministry, or no, and they are proving her pin. Or no, Najetubu at the pen. And the same people, so, at all, exercise, and catcher said, give to worry, you deserve that amount of money to your farmer. And no sign or the man on the 22nd of April 2021. Warren, so I did with all. appendix OBS/15 you be call nyambo Monday nyet response abu sapa you see for the man. You see, we cannot be in a country like this. I say, you're running a banana republic. I am so by now, the Attorney General, Nakasa Bunaki, you can't really that but you deem your casa fufro. I said, when I can't really that out, I can't really Nakasambia this year. For the purpose of time, go to page 40, Mammy. That be fair, no page 40, that be fair, no now go page 40, Doctor, I don't remember the breakdown of a Kofua, ye chia or car, yet to me and justify Kola wedi less than 1 year, Akwada wedi less than 18 years. Pay more, I say, wedi 1,027 years. Ni I did not to pay road so busumi bia ye chia the car. Oh, come how do say? I don't know national service national service personnel. Now, some previous obi hey, we are sick as a country. We are sick as a country. Nani pa say yatina, ni anya party faithful because of belonging to a certain political party. Ni member ko ko jira o. Boy, yes hello, yes hello, yeah pdio, yeah pede. You see, when you do that without doing a proper analysis of it, now person tell me say Dabi, there is something wrong with you upstairs. Now page 40. Thank you. What I say ya, and then me do lunch ka. Now page 40. Share. Nyema ne ya reho mobo e say. Records showed negative ages, such as less than 3 minus 3,000 and then 3,968 years, enrolled and paid allowances. A total of 3,607 payment transactions were associated with personnel within this questionable age bands. The cumulative amount paid to these age ineligibility personnel or national service personnel amounted to 1,973,583 Ghana cedis. Now, here are details of this. So, Godwin, Madam Kosro. Madam Kosro, Mami, Kosro. Me da say haya no brother kakra e form kakra bi aha. Now the table below and the accompanying diagram shows a summary of age groups at the age range less than 1 year. The number of transactions are 26. And to me I want less than 1 year. You three perform baku 26. Eka amane amount to the year 15,176 Ghana cedis. Yatima mo bia only less than only 1 year po yatima man so only because sadi pakro no aye national service. Enya bodama na kai dey biem. If not a country where shisha ye nema aye basa na ka dey biem. Se nya keta shisha and ye hiding behind our church, our mosque, and our traditional and neman yedi di boni and akadi biem. Akra only less than 1 year. Yes, since Akra or the national service in tea. Yet to be a transaction more than 26 times. And the young man was 15,176 Ghana cedis. So what the man? Akra only less than say 1 year. And Akra only be able to me esa. Busumi mienu. Busumi 9. Busumi kron. Toto free what you do for no. What you mean national service will come ha. Hey! No of us I was ready. Davio. A crowd you for no less than 1 year. Now. So crowd what less than 1 year, 2 years the national service will come how many year? And you gotta pay. A crowd what less than 1 year be near. And you gonna pay. And young po on me, I and what to me an antimpo. onwe ayo ebi etra na obet na ase but onwe ayo mpo nwotumi anante no ye se sa akola we ye tumi adi atumi ye wanyini akọ university akọ national service am ye the details akọ national service authority mu am ye tumi capture the din atro the din am abosumi bia ye tua the car for 26 times ewo krom ha 26 times I say more than 2 years me boa. Because 1 year, 12 months. 2 years, 24 months. To more than 2 years. 2 years, Musumi Mienu. And yet, you talk less than. Hey, Radhe Jacopo. Yeah, Marco Ghana. Now, Mami Kobie, from 0 to 10 years, and Kuala, Omunyandu, Tesame Bafi, and Ishra, Omunyandu, 10 years old. But yes, some crown at me and you I could invest a year. I must show your national service. I will club had to say. I'm almost so crowd the number of transactions. I 1,570 times. The number of transactions is 1,570. Okasika a bobu at the Maona. It's about 889,977 Ghana cedis. I will cry a team where I see a friend of mine, Ghana. According only 9 years, only 3 years, only 5 years, or between that range. Within that range, yes, way, yes, yet we are the car, yes, some transaction for 1,057 times. Across only 80 years, below, from, let's say, from the age of 11 years, to 17 years, only 18 years. What do we call baby? Or call baby? SHS Kronya Ye. Yes, sir, call our way. Way, side way. Yes, say, on also sort of year school. I'm yet to me, our national service will come her. I'm yet to be a transaction about 778 times. I'm yet to work at 407,000 Ghana cedis. Over 407,000 Ghana cedis. Tetisika 4 billion. Oh. Tetisika 4 billion. And let me shock you the ball. Let me find you. The last part of it. Between the ages of 100 years, Obi awadi 100 years. To 1,027 years. Yes, I go for the national service Okromha. Hey, in the history of our republic, when I did 300 years, I Ghana. When I did 300 years, I Ghana had in the history of our republic. When I did even 200 years, I Ghana. Now I see Obi awadi 1,027 years. At me a national service. I mean yet the Brother Jacopo Ghana for pa. Say yes, I be semi predecessor. Nimdia ni ma. Na kasanya ma way. Now I say ya the director general. Ni enya kwabra because of political affiliation thing. Ni I say choboy. Na mebuno a semi predecessor. Ye bu ye faso ye bu ye kwasea. Ni ya saso di e ni ye ko defend this ankofo we no. Between 100 years. Now 100 years of crowd down to say. Milma wadi 80 years. Say nem pomo agogo. Me no ka say or form or to be fako. Now 100 years. Yes, 100 years. Dr. Tam da so oye national service okroma. Adabraka. Ni atumi atie sa di pakro sa akofo kro no ye tie wonka. But you see, the truth is that according to this auditors, the forensic auditors general report, and you are conform with me answer. Also, be a conform with me answer. On Friday, to say, and there, what is about your children free her, and they call. No free one more cost of for every same. The boy had this one, who said that be said that's it. Conform with me answer, only you. Am I young channel within a space of 1 year or 2 years ago? So, if you tell me this kind of fallacy, then you are telling me that there is something wrong with our system. Attorney General, I know a lot of lower clothes on you, But this forensic auditor's general report, except that you don't believe it. Sasanu Okota, it should be fast tracked. Yeah, the 10 times when you have so near Sako Kwasa, no ne, and a quarter, pound, a quarter, knee break. Basamunya Sadema way. They are Subunye. We are Sadema, they are Subunye. Never mind a break, they are break. We have wasted all these monies all in the name of corruption and corruption-related issues. I bet me I be Ghana. Yes, it's not only any deal because I'm a politician. Doesn't really make sense. Media the JB, me that say no besume, and I'm besumo, mama come and besumo. But yari, they say I tell the yari kase pa. It's yenya ye wanda je. Ni enko doctor ode mrebeto ye yari so. No say ya gye we etrim. Ni efa nya adwuma.
So abusuya we ne ensema ekoso our political highway. So mami my friend no Gifty Oware NSS ghost name scandal. Abusuya after legal vacation no Ghana has a political highway so ebeyeshe ankasa. Yabada mase some je pene kokotiza and some way edemai. Aha gossip politics TV so.